Welcome back and welcome to our weekly edition of All Things Women in Sports. We begin this week with the National Women's Soccer League and the NWSL Championship game happening this Saturday. I'm telling you, it's been a wild postseason. You have the bottom seed, Gotham FC, bouncing the absolutely dominant Kansas City Current in the very first quarterfinal game. And after a long season, it all comes down to this weekend when the New York Gotham FC take on the Washington Spirit. Washington Spirit's there in yellow. It's East Coast versus West Coast in the championship match. There's Gotham FC in the teal blue. Not only are these two teams arch rivals, they're both hungry for this moment. The Spirit lost in the championship match last year, and Gotham is looking to return to the heights of the 2023 season when they won it all. The game will be held in San Jose, California, and begins at 7 p.m. Central Time this Saturday night. And while the NWSL season is coming to a close, the PWHL is about to begin its third season of professional women's hockey. This year, the league has added 2 more teams for a total of 8. They're also continuing the massively popular Takeover Tour, where teams play in neutral locations that don't have a PWHL team. This year, 2 of those stops will be in Chicago for the first time. Once in December and then again in March. The PWHL season kicks off this Friday. And you know what? Speaking of hockey, teams USA and Canada are in the middle of a 4-game rivalry series as a warm-up to the 2026 Winter Olympics. The Americans did take the first 2 games, outscoring Canada 10-2, but now the next 2 games will be in Canada in December. Meanwhile, in baseball, huge news for us locally. The Women's Professional Baseball League kicks off its debut season this upcoming summer, and they've just announced it'll be played at the Robin Roberts Stadium in Springfield, Illinois. It's a neutral location for the 4 inaugural clubs, New York, Boston, LA, and San Francisco, and their first ever draft is happening this Thursday night. All right, turning to tennis, the biggest and final match of the year is now over, and it was an incredible and improbable win from Elena Rybakina. Only the top 8 players in the world qualify for this tournament, and Elena was the 6th seed going in. That's Elena right there, but she capped off an 11-match win streak with a 2-set victory over world number 1, Aryna Sabalenka, the first woman you saw in orange. In doing so, the Kazakhstan native took home the largest prize purse in women's tennis history at more than $5.2 million. And while she may have finished runner-up, Sabalenka also made history. This year, she set a new WTA single-season prize money record, smashing the 12-year record set by Serena Williams. This year, Sabalenka took home more than $15 million, beating Serena's record by $3 million. In golf, huge news coming out in just the last few hours. The LPGA this morning announced a brand new broadcast deal. So in 2026, for the first time ever, LPGA will air all rounds live. It's going to be supported by a 50% increase in cameras and slow motion angles, triple the microphones, and more drone coverage, as well as TrackMan shot tracing. The league's final championship of this season is actually coming up this weekend. And closer to home, we have one local lady nominated for this week's Midwest Technical Institute Score Standout. Cameron Kruger from Riverdale put up 31 digs, 5 assists, and an ace at the state tournament. This weekend, Riverdale took 3rd place in the Class 2A Volleyball State Finals. So pull out your phones. You can vote for any of this week's Score Standout nominees by scanning this QR code. You can also always find it on WQ80's website at the bottom of the homepage. Polls are open until tomorrow at noon, and each week's winner is featured on Off the Cuff. And finally tonight, we got some Olympic news for you. The schedule for the 2028 Summer Games in LA is now out, and for the first time ever, the first medals to be handed out will be for a women's event. The women's triathlon will kick things off with a medal ceremony on July 15th. And the LA Games is going to be the first Summer Olympics ever to feature more women's sport competitors than men's, with 50.5% of the total athlete quota going to women's events. Olympic ticket registration, by the way, opens this January. And that'll do it for this week's edition of Women in Sports.